Hi, I'm Mark DeFrancesco with marketingandpaintingcompany.com. I just want to talk to you briefly about setting homeowner expectations. This happens from the very first time you meet the homeowner on the sales estimate. It continues through the scheduling process and then into the pre-job meeting and throughout the job. What I always say is don't overpromise. If you overpromise and underperform, it's the worst thing you can do. Nothing is ever perfect per se, so you really want to guide the customer and you want to give them the best possible quality you can, but you want to definitely manage their expectations. And the way that you do this is by constantly communicating, and you need to train your crew leaders to also constantly communicate. A few things that contractors sometimes make mistakes on are: one, not giving the customer enough responsibility. If you're doing an exterior painting job, the customer has to be responsible to have their yard clean. They have to be responsible to have bushes and trees trimmed back. They have to be responsible to allow for an area for you to keep your equipment. If they're not responsible for these things and they don't know about them ahead of time, it could lead to problems once you start the job. The same thing happens on the inside of a job. If you're doing a room and a customer's taking all their paintings off the walls and they need to hang them back up later, are you filling the hole? Are you leaving the nail there? What is happening? They're all very simple, small things, but it's up to you to communicate with the customer ahead of time and explain to them your processes. Explain to them who's in charge of taking down window dressings, who's in charge of disconnecting electronics, who's in charge of removing pictures and paintings from the walls. These are all small things, but they're very important and they start you out on the right foot. Also, communication is not something that just happens while you're on the job. It happens before the job starts when you're scheduling. You constantly want to communicate. If you're running ahead of schedule and you know 2 weeks before the job, communicate that to the customer. If you're running behind schedule and you know 2 or 3 weeks before the job that you're running a little bit behind schedule, communicate that to your upcoming customers. The more you communicate, the better you manage their expectations, the more satisfied they will be. If you like this information and you want to receive 20 videos with more information about how to grow your company fast and profitably, and my new guide, 5 Steps to Facebook Marketing, simply visit marketingandpaintingcompany.com and sign up today. Again, it's marketingandpaintingcompany.com.